Hey everybody, Ronaman here for another episode of Kenshi. So last episode we were pivoting towards having basically an armor smithing station here. But that involves adding a lot of additional stuff to the base. So I'm going to work towards that this episode. And then Shrike is over in... Oh, she shouldn't be in the Fog Islands. That's dangerous. We'll have her move more towards Mongrel. She is waiting to buy some additional blueprints related to armor smithing. So, armor smithing. We are going to need to make, a plate beating station where we make armor plates. And then I don't know about, unfortunately, we don't have a very easy way to get hemp or cotton. We're going to have to buy it raw, and maybe buy the fabrics raw. But I'll make a hemp and cotton loom. That also means that I need to store some things. So we'll need a armor plate storage, which I can put nearby. And we will also want electrical storage, because we're making an electrical bench. And cotton storage, but we don't need that much of it. Let's see. Fabric chest, I guess, wouldn't be terrible. Yes, so all things we'll need to add. Well, I guess we don't have hemp storage yet, but to confirm all that, it's a lot more construction. Crumple John is up here not doing anything because he has maxed out the storage capacity of the electrical components, which we're mostly using for sale. Just a quick reminder about that. We're not really using the components for any other reason. Now, I do want, of course, to research some other stuff while I'm at it. I'm trying to think of what would be the most productive. Ideally, once we have our own little town, we can grow our own hemp and cotton, and we can automate a lot of this other stuff. We can basically have a one-stop shop for armor smithing, which will be great. Now, the reason I'm doing armor smithing is one of the ways to really train up very effectively is to capture a bandit, armor them up, and disarm them. No weapons, but, you know, good armor, and basically have bare knuckle boxing fights with said opponent. I know it sounds strange, but it's actually quite effective as a way to fight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is wait until Crumple John is done with that electrical component. We're down here just building everything. Chung and Radamant are both set to engineer automatically, so they're just going for it full tilt. I should, let's go and give Radamant the other electrical component, and then Crumple John here, we will switch machines because we want to dismantle this one up here. But I don't want to lose the copper that's in there, so we'll load that in. Alright, now we can dismantle. And this is going to become our armor station, because the armor station requires a little bit more space than some of the other stations. As you can see, the plate beating station doesn't require that much space. Checking in on Shrike. If I didn't get her into the town, I would run the risk of Fogmen basically eating her alive, and that's probably one of the least pleasant ways to go. Chung is up here grabbing iron plates to bring down here to set some of this stuff up. And we're doing a pretty swell job trying to get everything nice and set up. Ideally, we would have a lot of copper and iron nodes nearby that we could illuminate. Now, one of the big things here is the more illuminated, so let's say lights, ceiling lamp, the more illuminated a station is, the more it will, the person that is manning it will have, okay, sure, you can see my gear, no problem. The person that is manning it will work faster. The problem is some of the places like this node here is too close to another town for me to build lights or whatever, so I can't illuminate it. I can give them lanterns though. So that's something that I think Crumpled, who has a lantern? Shrike has a lantern that's almost out of charge, but that would be one way to do it temporarily. Now, once I have a permanent base, that's far less of an issue. Everything will be illuminated, sort of, with proper lights like this. There, that's a little bit better. I'm going to dismantle some of my old torches. And the reason being, I'll just use proper electrical lights if I can. Alright, so one more lighting for a ceiling lamp, and this will be for research. Confirm that. And the work speed is directly related to illumination. So we have the fabric storage, we have the armor plating storage. Made a little lamp over there. And we're working on the hemp and loom and cotton loom. And then additionally, we are pretty out of food, so I'm going to send Rudamont on a little bit of a food run and also other raw resource run. So for now, we are relying on store-bought iron plates, which suck, but the reason being is we can't really make our own refinery without running the risk of pissing off basically everyone around. So we're going to buy fabrics, let's close that, and armor plating, which is the raw resources needed for the construction. And then I did say I was going to get some food. I didn't lie. I did mean it. Don't want my people to starve. It's not a lot of food. We'll check the B&B down here for a little bit more food. Okay. Well, that will have to do for now. Let's put this food away. So I have armor plating storage and fabric chest storage. We're making a sit-up pillow that I'm probably not going to use immediately because everyone has a good job. Alright, so the armor plates and the fabrics are put away, and the plate beating station is all set up. Now we just need to grab some of these other iron plates that are on the way and set up the armor station. The heavy armor smithy. One of the best all-around armors that you can get is the blueprint I already bought. Hence the purpose of this. So this, we've added all of the iron plates. I'm going to buy the building materials before the shops close for the day. Go down to floor 1. So I need 5 building materials for that. Let's do business. Buy all 5. And buy a bunch of research books. Realizing that that puts Shrike's return back to the town back a day. Because, you know, blueprints and all of it. Can't be helped. Probably don't need that weapon cabinet, but oh well. And now we also have some research books to get some additional research, which is good. Load them in. And this house is pretty full of industry. Okay, so the heavy armor smithy is all set up, and I'm going to want to queue up the black plate jackets and repeat the queue. This will also need some power, so lights, we'll do a electrical torch post here and here. All right, and then at this point, Doc here is going to do some research. Imprisonment would be pretty good. Let's see, basic exterior lighting. I guess I'll research that too. Searchlights, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of research that I absolutely don't need, but I'm just going to get anyway in preparation. So now we have enough iron plates and fabrics to start armor crafting, armor smithing. Now the next big thing is to get some additional money to buy blueprints. What I can do is have Shrike come back and start weaponsmithing. We're going to have her run back here. And then I'll send Radamant out, because Radamant doesn't exactly have a job, unlike Shrike. He's kind of a freelancer. So I'll take him, put him on passive, and put Shrike back on the smithing. Also watching the amount of food that I have. I gotta make sure I don't run out. Just checking the map. He's running a way station first, just for materials. And Shrike is running for Mongrel. Alright, so here we are at way station, and we'll be looking to spend a little coin here, trying to get the raw resources that we need for whatever, which is, I guess I'll stock up on iron plates and the fabric and the plating. And we've basically exhausted our cat's bank account here for good reason. You know, I'm just trying to stock up. It's harder to, because I don't have a hemp farm or a cotton farm, like I said, it's more expensive for me to make the armor than growing the ingredients from scratch, obviously. That's something I can remedy in the future, but for now, this is fine. Who is that? You are an escaped servant. I'm not really yet in the slavery business, so I'm not going to worry about that. Not looking to re-enslave anyone. Okay, and here we can put some of the materials we had away. And as long as the shops are open, we can wait to start to make some more cash. That's a start. Alright, and then let's have Rhodamont head up to Mongrel and try to get some additional armor smith blueprints that I'm interested in. And Shrike, you are most of the way home. And you stopped. Come on, all the way. Keep on going. It's funny that Lantern's following me the way it is. They're switching spots. They just ran past one another. Shrike doesn't even have a weapon. That seems irresponsible. Some nomad camp. They're not really there anymore, though. Researched imprisonment. Look at me coming up in the world. Researching imprisonment. So as you can see, the lighting making a bit of a difference. These pack beasts making a lot of noise here. Now, ideally, I would like to buy one of these. But I don't think these nomads are currently selling. Where's Chung? Did I? Yep. Accidentally sent you. Rhodamont is closing in on Fog Island. Shrike has arrived. Shrike, you get to do some jobs here. I guess make katanas first is fine. And then we will weaponsmith. I'd like to get katanas for everyone, at least one for everyone. How's Rhodamont doing? Good. We got basic exterior lighting. So if I look at the lights, we have some spotlights that I can put down eventually. They're in predetermined locations here, but that could illuminate the area. Like I said, I don't think I can make any lights that benefit our miners, though. I can make a torch post here. That would actually help a little bit. I don't think I can make torch posts over here, though. It's too close to the town. Too close to the town. You know, all these other things, not so much. Dr. Chung, you have one building material. That is perfect. Let's go make this one torch post. So I equipped the katana for myself. Torch post is complete. So if I check the miners over here, they have a little bit of illumination and they'll work faster, and that matters most for the copper because it's worth more. And we're using it, whereas the iron, I guess we're using the iron sort of for the iron plating, but not really, because at the moment I'm just buying the iron plating. Sometimes it's just easier to purchase it. Alright, now for Rhodamont. I should be watching what I'm doing. It is becoming daytime again. Soon the stores will open up. Chung, if I might borrow you. Check out these shops. They aren't open yet, but they will be. I guess we can check out the, buy some food first. Now, as you add people, the new inventories will come at 10 a.m. So there might not be food at the moment, but at least I can sell some stuff. And that will allow Radamant to be able to buy blueprints and come home. It depends on the blueprints I'm after. All right, let's turn jobs back on. So we already have the black plate. Let's take a look at this. The blueprints we currently have is black plate jacket. Armored rags aren't terrible. Heart protectors, not that great. Let's see what they have in stock. Looking to trade. Leather turtlenecks are really good, and I just have enough money for that. So, perfect. Leather turtlenecks it is. And we'll have Radamant return home. I'm not going to have enough money for a blueprint for a while. And, you know, might as well level up the athletics, having them sprint back and forth, back and forth. At this rate, the athletics aren't really benefiting me. As you can see, I'm kind of as fast as one can go. So leather turtleneck is good because it has a lot of good coverage as far as armor. And then black plate jackets are probably the most well-rounded. There is no one piece of gear that is definitively the best. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not necessarily the most experienced in this. So for me to make these leather turtlenecks, I'll have to get a new bench up, which means maybe buying another building. Or just at least rearranging some of these storages, because I placed them kind of poorly. We're also out of food, but it's not 10 yet. So I'm going to wait on that. And we've researched searchlights. So if I go into lighting, you can see now we have searchlights. Don't really need that yet. Building materials, I'm going to start to put away. How is the katana business going? We have katanas of varying degrees of quality up here. Shrike is no longer working on katanas because we're out of iron plates, so we're working on something else. But that also means that I want to start outfitting my people with katanas. So Crumpled John, you're going to get the first one. We'll give that to you because you're nearby. Chung, how about you? Do you have a katana? You do, but you have a bad katana. But a bad katana is probably fine for you because why? Because you're not likely to be in a lot of combat. I'm going to have Chung go around and collect old weapons and hand out new ones. I guess the stores did just open for food, so let's go check that out. Or they didn't open, but rather they had their inventories refreshed. And I don't have a lot of money on me, but people do need to eat. Let's see what else we can have to sell. This will allow us to eat. The trick is, if you add too much to your population too quick, you could run into the scenario where you struggle to feed everyone. You need to, and as much as you might want to just train and get stronger and pick fights, if you're running a town and not just some like brigand camp, I mean, I guess just picking a bunch of fights would be fine if you. Nope, I didn't mean to close the door. Picking fights are fine if you're stealing everything that's not nailed down, maybe, but who's the proprietor here? There you are. But ultimately, if you want to have a town, you kind of have to have basic services, right? You have to support your town. Alright, so we put the food in, and everyone's making a mad dash for it. Shrike has kind of a nasty katana. So Crumple John has a slightly better one. I'm going to take Crumple John's katana and give him... We've sort of been giving him production training. Let's go out to these two and trade some weapons. And the Radamas should be back. Where is he? He should be back soon. Alright, Hamet is already running in. He has a worse katana. So let's give him a better one. And then give Mew a better one. Mew had a chopper. Or whatever that was. And Hamet used the better katana. And give that to the Doc. Yeah, horse chopper. So we're slowly gearing these guys out. Beep. I guess we'll get a katana, although I really need to buy him a crossbow, as I've acknowledged that. So, Mr. Beep, so you're not defenseless, here's a katana as well. And then I have one left. I'll give this one to Green, because it's kind of a lower quality one. So hopefully I'll build better quality ones when they matter. Alright, so Chung has a few older weapons to sell, not much. How is Shrike doing? Working on the armor still. Chung. Trying to make a buck. Amen. I should have probably taken that thieves backpack for Chung, given how much I'm using him as like an errand boy. Or errand person. Not a boy. Alright. I'd like to save up for additional blueprints and some food and maybe some research. Ideally, I'd like to just get everything researched. I'm kind of a inbox zero kind of guy, right? So having no research left sounds delicious to me. With that in mind, let's go... Doc, you can go train, I guess. How trained are you? I guess... Are you benefiting? Very... not at all. I need to upgrade these, is what I need to do. So let's go buy a steel bar. Upgrade both. Whenever we have downtime, we can go ahead and do some training. Radamas should be... Oh, I'm dumb, and I'm standing in the middle of nowhere. Let's go into Vane and buy some stuff. It's kind of dangerous. I've been keeping my eye to make sure he's not engaged at. Alright, so we want 2 steel bars. And I'll buy the rest some research books. No, I'm not going to be able to afford anything, even though I'm here. I like how I randomly right-clicked almost straight into the shop. Okay. We'll leave him there for a minute. Shung is setting up these mannequins. Slowly trying to build up things to sell. Alright, Chung. We were going to go and do a quick sell run. Just so that Radamas standing there is doing something productive. So take some copper, take some iron, take some electrical components. And now I have 3.5K to buy some stuff here. What do we need? We need way more iron plates. Fabrics, armor plating, that all works. And I can't afford anything else. Well, that's a pretty good haul. Just trying to min-max my time. And speaking of time, I'm just about out of it. So I did want to say, before I go, that this is all pre-recorded, and also that I'm not sure how many Kenshis I can get out in pre-recording. So I will try to stick to my schedule, which is and can be seen at rodamont.com if you go to the schedule. I'm going to do my best to try to get as much pre-recorded as I can so that you have at least an episode every few days to watch. But if I don't get it, it's mostly because I am not great at this game. I'm not that experienced, and I feel like I need to do some research and know what I'm doing, and that takes a while. That's not something that comes all that easy to me. So just wanted to let you all know that and let you know why it is the way it is. Alright, so Shrike can now make some more katanas, which is good because we don't have everyone outfitted quite yet. We still have some that are not ideal. And my main character can start training in combat. Well, guys, like I said, out of time. Got a little distracted. But, yeah, if you have feedback for me, keep in mind that, yeah, I won't be able to respond to it in video immediately, but it is useful regardless, and I'll have to catch you all next time. So thank you for watching, and adios.